I know that the only reason you're doing this is to avoid jail. You can run, but you can't run forever. At some point, if you continue the way you are, you're really going to do some damage. Hopefully, not something that you.
Okay, hold up. Did you catch that? The judge just threw a lifeline. There's a program that could dismiss the charges entirely if completed. But instead, our defendant is ready to cop a plea with no evidence even presented yet. Is this strategic surrender or just desperation?
Kill someone because, now you've dug yourself a little hole, but it's not so deep that you can't get out of. There are programs here where if you successfully complete this, if you apply, they grant you entry and you complete, this gets dismissed. What you're doing now is you're just pleading guilty to be done with this. I'm sure that there's no evidence that's even in. You may be found not guilty, but the evidence is not in. So you can't, this isn't Target where if you don't like it, you can just, oh, you know what, I want to change my mind. I now want to fight the case. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. You can never undo this plea after today. Do you understand this?
I have a question about that. For the nolo con.
Legal pro tip, a nolo contender plea, aka no contest, sounds like a sneaky shortcut, right? Nope, it's still a conviction. Think of it like trying to quietly sneak out of the courtroom and still stepping on a legal landmine.
No
It's
contest.
I'm still going to find you guilty. It's still going to reflect as a conviction on your record. You saying no contender, most people would do that so they don't get sued in a civil court or civil matter, right? It has nothing to do with this. It's still a conviction on your record.
And we discussed that, we discussed that. And there is discovery and we're just missing a little.
A $6,000 surcharge just for pleading guilty, and if you can't pay, it's jail time per 102. Forget the crime. This sounds like a financial mugging by the system. What do you think? Should justice come with a price tag?
The station video, Your Honor.
Once you plead, there's no turning around. Are you sure you want to do this?
And I went over it extensively with her as well, Your Honor,
I trust
because
you.
I had
I know.
some questions, but
When you take a half-ass approach to things in life, you get a half-ass result. This will trail you for the rest of your life. Whenever you want to apply for government loans, when you want to apply for a new house, car, when you want to get car insurance, what do you think a DWI is going to do? You have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. That's what I was saying. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it'll be there forever. Is it true or untrue that you had a .15 or above, ma'am? Someone to find that that's true? There is a $6,000 surcharge that tacks on to you when you plead guilty to a DWI. I told you there are consequences. $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail.
would you waive that fee, Your Honor, based on her indigency?
Why? Why would we give her yet another reward?
Because she has the issue, I think a lot of
I get
us.
it, but she's testing positive for dope that she shouldn't be. She's pleading guilty now to avoid skirt jail time. Why would it, another reward?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Not why. I have 2 children and I take care of them. I have left the shelter in Beaumont to come back to Houston so I can help my mother take care of my children. She can't do it by herself.
How on earth are you going to be taking care of children when you have this and you're testing positive for that? Why do you even have custody of kids? Don't. You need to understand that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In every single case that
This part stings. The judge goes full metaphor tree, branches apples, and basically says, your kids are watching you screw this up in 4K harsh. May be true, you tell me. Are courts right to hit parents with moral responsibility like this?
See here with people with the issue, the apple doesn't fall far. Kids are just like their parents. They will emulate you in imagine you are the stalk of a tree, right? Your kids are the limbs. They grow straight, they grow beautiful into just grateful looking flowers, or they can be, you know, and this is my concern. You're testing positive for these types of things. You're taking the easy way out instead of addressing the issue head just up front. I'm telling you, if you don't, something catastrophic is going to happen. And God forbid, kids in you with your car, you know? They do is they look at your record. If they see that you have this DWI and you have anything remotely funky on your breath, you're acting in an abnormal state, even the faintest smell of alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? So even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. Do you understand? I'm going to waive the fee for you.
The situation boils down to,
I won't put her into custody, but I'll expect you to do like AAs every day. If you want
did you want to do that?
to do this, I can give you time, but I'm telling you, I'm going to test you twice a week, so I know you're not using, and I want you to do NA every single day.
Can I stop Jerry?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell him.
I don't want you. Far be it from me.
But she would like to acknowledge though that she did, take a deep dive into the offer, and she, appreciates that you're concerned.
Far be it from me to stop you. If that's what you want to do, then more power to you. Just understand you can only run for so long, and just don't leave a wake of destruction, because I'm going to waive it for you now. But if you pick up another DWI, it's another $6,000 fee, and from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail.
Scene shift. Now we're meeting someone else caught in the gears of the system. No job, no license, 4 kids, and a judge who's clearly run out of patience. Here's the kicker: is this tough love, or just a cycle too broken to escape?
No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? And it's in the entire state of Texas, no matter where you go. You understand? This will trail you for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. You understand? All right, you're giving up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, credit for 2. I'm going to find the enhancement that it's a 15 or above true. I'm going to kill your car costs so you won't owe anything. I'm going to kill the supervisory fee, but you come back. Get ready. I am suspending your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. With that, that's a wrap. Right? Do you have a lawyer today?
Nah, I need one. Can't afford one.
Do you work?
No, sir.
You do?
Well, right now, I don't want right now, so, I tried to get my old job back, but I lost my license, so I ain't able to drive. trying to survive right now, so. But I got this situation and I'm trying to put it behind me so I can move forward.
If you want to apply for a lawyer, I'll give you an application, but I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks what you've seen to get it, what you've done to get a job. I'm not going to just let you float around and do nothing while the Harris County people have to just pay for everything and foot everything. So
I understand that.
But I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks. To
I
see
understand that, but I don't have.
So you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? We'll give you an application. 2 weeks. Come on.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Man.
I was just appointing Mr. Walker this morning. Judge, I just spoke with my client. It seems like I was trying to figure out. So is the court asking him to come back in 2 weeks, or
Yeah.
okay? In the
Come up,
reason,
Mr. Walker. Shh.
the reason why I'm asking, Judge, is because I spoke to my client. It seems like his younger brother was murdered 3 days ago. So his whole family's dealing with a lot of grief and funeral planning. He's trying to be there for his family emotionally. So I'm not sure how long this grieving process can last, but right
I
now,
don't know about any of this. I have a lot of people that tell me things. So all I know is that you've not been working. I don't want you using, and I just want you to be productive. That's all I want. I'm not asking you to split the atom, do anything crazy. Just be an upstanding person. That's all I'm asking. I get that you may be grieving, but the world your luck doesn't go on hold forever. You need to continue and work and do life. Does anyone rely on you? Do you have kids?
My kids rely on me.
How many kids you got?
I got 4 kids.
4 kids? When's the last time you've had a job?
I was just working, but I got my license. My license got suspended, so I can't drive a box truck without my license, sir.
Those 4 kids don't stop eating because your license got suspended. They don't stop getting clothes on their back because you got your license suspended. Their lives go on. They continue to eat 3 times a day. They still need clothes. That's why.
Judge, maybe I was wondering if there's like an alternative solution we could do, like maybe if you could send me proof that maybe he's taken an effort to look forward. But
The other thing is
come
this,
forward.
is that I want to drug test you. Because
That's fine.
I'm ordering you, and I don't want you to be using illegal drugs while you're on these. All I'm asking is that you be productive. That's all I want, especially if you have 4 little mouths that depend on you. It's not fair to them.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know what I mean? That's why.
But my little brother just got killed, so I'm grieving right now. I get what you're saying too.
I understand you're grieving,
where I'm coming from
but
too.
they still need to eat.
They taken care of though. They're taken care of. No, I don't know what that's.
So it does seem like my client has some type of like custody rights. Maybe he has a right to visitation, but he doesn't provide for them. So it seems like they're being taken care of, Judge. I understand that my client wants to be
You
productive.
are man enough to have 4 children, then you are man enough to work and provide for those kids. No one else should have to take care of those kids.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's just the bottom line. So I'm bringing them back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done to get a job.
So what if my brother's funeral on that day? So you want me to come to
I
court?
will give you the day after. I'll give you a couple days after. It's not a big deal. I will let you pick the day, Mr. Walker.
Or could my client send me proof and I can show you, Judge, that he's applying to places or making an effort to get employment, so therefore he
The
can
drug
stay
test.
with
Mr. Drug test. So look, I'll give you 3 weeks. It's not a big deal, but I just want a real concerted effort. That's it. I'm not asking for much. Okay? Thanks. 3 weeks.